Dean with the cabin. 13 mask here. Hey, got our sanded, washed. First coat of primer. I did some extra cutting here on the little jaw there and added some extra crackage. Because that's just what I'm going to do. But other than that, we're going to be in like Flint. I promise you. Right, freaks? Aye, aye. How's everybody doing tonight out there in YouTube land? Here it is Sunday evening. Oh, I'm sorry, Sunday morning. Early. Hey, diddly do. Oh, by the bones of Garnaga. Here's a part 6 with some blood stains on it. I don't know if you guys seen that one or not. Can't remember. Memory sucks. Sound effects are cool. Yeah. But yep. Yeah, brother. Feel it. We're going to, that stuff dries fast. The primer always dries fast, but it's good to give it just a couple extra, you know. Well, let me move my good pair of glasses out of the way because I do not want to break those too. That would be cool. This one's, like I said, I'm gonna go. Forgive me for smoking. I'm sorry. If I offend you, I'm terribly sorry about that there. This one we're going legit on for the most part. I haven't really dug up too many. What are you doing, you bum? Too many pictures on the prop damage mask. I just caught one, and I just seen some others, you know, that are already pre-cut and just done up. Like I said, mine, I like to add that little boat prop. Being a bass fisherman and being on boats, I know what a boat prop can do to your face. When you start that puppy head and it's spinning at them RPMs, let me tell you something, pal. You're gonna rip some lips. And it's definitely gonna crack some plastic or resin or something, and you're gonna see some good dents and scratches and stuff like that in there. So I like to add that just for my own flavor. Now if I was making this for someone, and I would ask them if they wanted that, of course, other specified. That's the way I do it. I like to do that there because that's what I portray it to look like. I like to use, if you ain't got one, man, these little diamond blades, man, you get them in Harbor Freight. They cut this plastic really nicely. Very nicely. Superb, I must say. Yeah. They cut them up good. And that one and the, so I'm gonna just call this a jigsaw blade. This guy here does really well, especially on the FVJ mascus. Hot dogs and chicken. But we're gonna make this guy to a T paint wise. Paint. Yeah. Got the old where we at here? Right here we go. So I'm gonna have to grab the other can up there, but it's satin almond. Satin almond, part 6. Remember that. Satin almond. Yeah, you want to use a little bit of gray. And a little bit of that yellow ochre. Thanks, Phantom. Appreciate you introducing me to that. Hats off to you, bud. And that burnt umber works really good. But this one here, this Cafe Glace. Forgive my shakiness. Sorry about that. The Cafe Glace. Good colors. And the black, of course. Do a little mixing. If it takes you a little bit of time, mix it up on. I use paper plates. They're cheap and works for me. You can use what you want. It is completely your choice. Use whatever the bloody hell you want to. But I use, cheap little paper plates. Get my color right. And do a nice little smear on the mask. I like going wet first. Some people do dry, but I like to go wet first so I can get a test on it. But I do it wet, all around the mask. Dab, 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 dab. Smear. The thing I'll say, when you get it up there like that, you can get it where it's kind of moist, and you can smear it off. And you take either one of these makeup brushes or a softer one, like so, and dab like this, swish it, dab it, swish it. Play with it, in other words. But it works. It gives a nice flavor, and you don't get like brush marks. You know what I'm saying? You don't get brush marks. And I like, especially around the mouth, the eyes, I'll use the 120 sandpaper or 150. And around the mask sometimes, debating. I'll go around the whole daggone thing with it sometimes. It just adds flavor. And that's what we're looking for here. You want the flavor. That's what I like to call it, flavor. Which reminds me, I have a pork butt in the house I need to rub down, which I'm going to do after I put this next coat of primer on this mask here. Which, gosh, man, I can't believe I can't find any damn black primer anywhere. I don't want Paint Plus primer. I just want some plain black primer. Instead of clear gloss, primer. Just like this, primer, black primer. Holy fudge monkeys. It's like trying to find, the leprechaun off of Lucky Charms. In a field of clovers. Sweet. Holy popcorn chicken like that. But I can't believe it. I'm gonna go on a search tomorrow. Perhaps. I was at Wally World today. I didn't look there. I'm particular about that. I like using this one here because it appears this one works really good for me. No, not an advertisement, but this one works good for me. That's my suggestion for you. But in other news, there's a big gorilla named Tommy hanging around my corner. He really likes his bananas, but only at noon. It's odd. But one more coat of the primer on there. And we're going to, gosh, I gotta quit this month, the 19th. It's going downtown, baby. Going to use, wait a minute, my brain's frying like bacon. I don't know what the heck I was saying. That's what happens when you have epilepsy. You get lost in your words sometimes. Perhaps I'll rewind here. Let's see. I don't know. Wasn't important. I reckon it wasn't important. Those ain't important either. Those things fall off my face. Yeah, I prefer to use, you know, it's a white mask, so I'd rather have the black primer on it because there's certain spots where black comes through. Certain spots. But if I gotta use a little spot of black paint, I'll just use a little spot of black paint. No biggie. But yeah, I prime it, I paint it, put that, I use the Matty, which works really good on these Part 6 masks there. The Matty. The mask, it's not a glossy mask, it's not a wet mask, like a Part 7 or 4 or 3. At least from the pics I have of it. It's not a wet mask, it's like this one here. This has got the Matty on it. It don't look wet. I mean, it's got a little bit of shine, but it's not, it don't look river wet. So I'll try not to, I'll stick with the Matty on that. But it is going to get a little blood stain around the south, just a little, couple ticks, you know. And the bullet hole I'm not going to go crazy on. You know. But yeah, one more coat of primer, and I do both sides, by the way. I prime both sides of it, I sand both sides of it, I wash both sides of it. And dry it with a paper towel, let the air dry a little bit, then I'll hit it with the heat gun, and let that do the rest. But yeah, one more coat of primer on here. Then the satin almond, about 2 coats of that, two, and then we clear coat it with the Matty, and we start doing our artwork, man. So with that being said, Dean here with Cabin 13 checking out, and I'll check you back here in just a short. Thank you for tuning in to Cabin 13 News.